everybody. So NHL history was made last night as Patrick Marleau of the San Jose Sharks skated in his 1,768th career NHL game, passing the legendary Gordie Howe for the most career games played in NHL history. Obviously, this was a huge historical moment. Patrick Marleau, who's in his 23rd NHL season, almost all of them with the San Jose Sharks, making NHL history and breaking a record that many people thought would never be broken. Marleau was drafted by San Jose back in 1997, second overall in that year's draft, and he spent a large majority of his career with the San Jose Sharks, with the exception of a 2-year hiatus when he went to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then he spent the end of last season with the Pittsburgh Penguins, but signed right back with San Jose again for this year. So, almost 1,800 games played for Patrick Marleau. He'll be finishing out this year with San Jose. We don't know yet if he's going to play in the NHL again next season, but if he does, and he certainly hasn't ruled that out, then he has a chance to extend this record and the number of games played even further if he plays again next year. But it has absolutely been a legendary career for Patrick Marleau. And as we take a look at his career stats here, obviously, he's played for 3 different teams, but has spent really all but 2 seasons of his 23 years in the league with the San Jose Sharks. He spent 2 years with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then he was traded at the deadline last year to Pittsburgh, but only played 8 games for them in the regular season, and then obviously in the playoffs he played a few, but signed right back with the Sharks for this season and has spent most of his career with San Jose. He also was briefly a member of the Carolina Hurricanes, but never played a game for them. That was a salary cap trade by Toronto in the offseason a couple years ago, and he never actually played for Carolina, and they quickly let him sign back with San Jose. So, that's why I didn't put them up there. But 3 different teams in his career, 21 of the 23 years, though, with San Jose, has really spent a large majority of his career there. Like we said, he's played 1,768 career games now, scoring 566 goals, 630 assists, for 1,196 career points in the NHL. On top of that, he's played 195 career playoff games, scoring 72 goals, 55 assists for 127 points in his playoff career. Now, unfortunately, he has never won the Stanley Cup. The closest he ever got was with the Sharks in 2016 when they went to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Penguins. But unfortunately, the Sharks did lose those finals to Pittsburgh. And Patrick Marleau has never won a cup in his career. And with the state of the San Jose Sharks right now, it's not going to happen this year, obviously. And it seems like Marleau, unfortunately, is going to most likely end his career without winning a Stanley Cup. And he will certainly go down as one of the best and most legendary players to never win a cup in the NHL. That is certainly a pretty big list. There are a lot of great players, all-time legends in the league that have never been able to hoist the cup. I mean, as far as recent players, Henrik Lundqvist, I think, is the big one that stands out, is never winning a cup. Jerome McGinley's on that list. He was close so many times, but never finished it off. Marcel Dion is one of the greatest players of all time in NHL history, never to hoist the Stanley Cup. Might be the greatest of all time never to hoist the Stanley Cup. But it is a list that has some huge names on it, and Marleau will be added to that list. He has a chance at 1,200 career points. Obviously, he's played a long time in the NHL, but he's been a tremendous goal scorer and point producer throughout his career. He only has 8 points this season. His numbers have certainly gone down, and he's 41 years old. That's fully expected. Again, we don't know if he's going to play again next year or if he's going to retire after this season, but he certainly has put together a career that would be highly sought after for almost anybody that touches NHL ice, to say the least. I mean, over 500 career goals, over 1,100 career points, and obviously the most games played in NHL history. Almost 200 playoff games on top of that, and over 125 playoff points. It's really been a legendary career for Patty Marleau, and I think he deserves all the credit and all the congratulations in the world. And, obviously he's a San Jose Sharks legend, but he's also an NHL legend. And he has broken the great Gordie Howe's record for games played in league history. And he will continue to add to that number as this season goes along. And then we'll find out if he's going to add more to it next year, if he wants to play again, or if this is it for him in the NHL. But he is 41 years old, and I wouldn't be overly surprised if this is it. Again, huge congratulations to Patrick Marleau. Obviously, the numbers speak for themselves. The games played speak for themselves. And the fact that he's been with San Jose for almost his entire career, I think, speaks volumes about the kind of player and the kind of person that he is. So, huge congratulations. I wanted to do a quick video on that and just talk about Marleau and his incredible accomplishment here. And certainly wishing him all the best in the future. And maybe he will get to 1,200 points in his career. That would obviously be a huge number. He's only 4 away. Sharks have, I don't know exactly how many games they have left this season, but I would love to see Marleau get to 1,200 points. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon merchandise store, donation link, and channel memberships are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.